Hi students, I am Siddharth and today I am going to present one more class for the Boolean algebra. This is a continuity class. As we discussed earlier in previous classes, Boolean laws and min terms and max terms, some methods to solve the problems by using truth table and binary representations, and SO canonical forms and its definitions. And very important in this particular chapter, this is the last method in this chapter and very important for your examination purpose, because you will get one compulsory 5 marks question based on the K-map. Dear students, before going to the K-map, up to now whatever we discussed the concept regarding to the Boolean algebra, everything will be numbers, Boolean expressions, and how to convert that Boolean expressions into min terms, into max terms, vice versa, like that. But until now we didn't explain anything about reducing of the expressions. The major application what we are having in Boolean algebra means, usually in algebra, in mathematics, in algebra, you know this concept, simplifications. Whatever the expressions they will give, you have a chance for the simplifications by using some different theorems. So here also you have different techniques to simplify for the given Boolean expressions. So as much as possible by using the given techniques, you should reduce that expression. So this is overall K-map. So now we will go for definitions of the K-map. So in your mind you may get one question, that is, what is a K-map? Why we have to call for this name, for this map, that is a K-map? On your screen that's displaying, that is Karnaugh map. Usually in 1953, in the history, what we are if we are going for the history, in 1953 Maurice Karnaugh has proposed the Karnaugh map, also known as a K-map. Hence we are usually call that is a K-map. But before Maurice Karnaugh, one more mathematician, E.F. Waite, in the 1952 is known as Waite diagrams. So before that Karnaugh. So that is, he is proposed, that is proposed in 1952, but later Maurice K-map proposed that same theory. Hence finally we will have a conclusions will in the K-map. So that's why we will consider that Karnaugh maps was best suit to solve the simplifications of the Boolean expressions. Now going for the definitions. Dear students, K-map means a graphical representations of min terms and max terms expressions. Usually we will call like that. Some other will give some different definitions. K-map means a pictorial representation of truth table. That is also possible by using squares. Of course, in K-map, pictorial representation, everything in the forms of boxes, means square boxes. So this is what we called as a K-map. So usually we have a chance to write the K-map in for a single variable, 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable, up to n variables we have a chance to write the K-maps. But for your syllabus, they given from 1 to 4 variable K-maps. So in that one variable K-map you will get one box, because 2 to the power of n in this form, that is two major boxes will come, that is in the form of 2 to the power of n form. In next concept we will know that one, how to write the K-maps. So this is what a brief introduction part for the K-map. Usually one question you will get in your mind, why we have to use the K-map? Very simple answer. K-map is used to solve the problem. K-map is used to simplify the problem. K-map is used to reduce the given Boolean expression. So this is what K-map. Now let us start how to construct the K-map. See, as we said earlier, the K-map is a pictorial representation of truth table made up of squares. Of course, by using squares we will write the table K-maps, and each square represents min terms or max terms. Of course, each box represents min terms or max terms. A K-map of n variable is made up of 2 to the power of n square. 2 to the power of n square. Hence, if it is a single variable, 2 to the power of 1, that is equals to 2 squares. Like that, we will show how that one. Yeah. Coming to the first type of the K-map, that is single variable K-map. Single variable K-map. Here there are two min terms a and a bar, or one for the one variable. Two min terms for a single variable a and a bar, as we discussed in previous classes. For a single variable we have two chances to write a normal variable and its complemented variable. So like that here also, for the single variable a and a complemented variable a bar, we have a chance to write two particular complement variables, that is for a single variable, two min terms for a single variable. Hence, the map consists of two squares. Of course, a single variable, two min terms we have a chance to write. Hence, in this particular single variable K-map, we have two boxes we will get. That is we have a small formula, 2 to the power of n squares. Here single variable 2 to the power of n, in the place of n I will place 1. 2 to the power of 1 means that is 2 squares. But how to write this K-map by using a binary numbers? This is a concept. See on your screen, dear students, if it is single variable, two boxes we are representing like this. The first box is represented by 0 and the second box is represented by 1. Here a single variable, that is a, we have a chance to write the two boxes, 2 to the power of 1, that is equals to 2. Two boxes we will write here. But before inserting 0 or 1 inside the box, again we will recall where we will get a complemented variable. In the place of that complemented variable, just we will place a 0 in min terms. I am telling, in min terms. Where a normal variable is there, just we will place that is 1. Hence, in these two boxes, in the place of a bar complemented variable, we mention that is a binary value, that is 0. But in the second box, that is a normal variable a, hence we are writing that is in the form of 1, binary number, that is 1. So on the table, how we will just represent? For the a bar 0, for the a, that is 1. We have decimal value also for these two boxes, 0 and 1. These two are the binary decimal numbers for that particular table. Then in the one variable of the K-map, 1 square represents 1 min term. 1 square represents 1 min term. 2 adjacent square represents a function which is always true, that is f of a is equals to 1. In previous class we discussed True statements are always represented by a binary number that is 1. A false statement that is represented by a binary number that is 0. Here the true statement, deciding a table that is a true statement, that is always, it is in a true format, so hence we will represent that is in the form of 1. Or also we will call like this, where a complemented variable, there you place 0 in min terms, where a normal variable just you place 1 in that particular square. So this is what we called as a single variable K-map. So if I come to the two variable K-map, then you will get the clear picture how to write a two variable K-maps. Two variable means A and B. Two variable means 2 to the power of 2. 4 boxes we have to write. Out of 4 boxes, in which box we have to mention 0, in which box we have to mention 1, combinations of zeros and 1. So this is the concept of two variable K-map. See this particular diagram. There are 4 min terms. How the 4 min terms will come for the two variables? You have a formula, 2 to the power of n for the two variables. In the place of n, just place 2 to the power of 2 means 4. So 4 square boxes you will get for the two variable K-map. Then how to write the addresses for these particular variables? First, clear box you should write for the 4 boxes, like 1 square. In 1 square, make it small 4 boxes. Totally you will get the 4 boxes. So there they are mentioning some address. Before writing the address, now I will give one hint to write the address. If you remember the maximum combinations for the two variable truth table, 0, 0, that means here in min terms A bar and B bar, 0, 1, A bar B, 1, 0, A B bar, 1, 1, A B. If you are getting an idea, now I am showing in that picture also. In this particular problem, see here, 0, 0, that means here the decimal value is 0. Hence this box value is 0. And the second box, beside box, that is 0 and 1, 0 and 1, that is 1. So hence the second box, its decimal value, that is 1. And 1, 0, third box, 1, 0, that is equals to, here 1, 0, 1, 0 means that is 2. Hence in this third box I will place a decimal value, that is 2. And in the fourth box, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1, that means that is a 3. Hence in the fourth box I will just write that is 3. See my dear students, out of 4 boxes we mentioned both binary numbers as well as its decimal values. How this binary values are converted into decimal values, you know that 1, 1 and 2 table previously we discussed, where in the place of 1 you just add that binary number. 0, 0 means 0, 0, 1, 1 means that is 1, 1, 0 in the place of 2, that is 1 is there, hence that is 2, and 1, 1, 2 plus 1, that is 3. So this is the way how I fill, that is a particular decimal value out of these 4 boxes. For the first box that is 0, for the second box that is 1, for the third box that is 2, and for the fourth box that is 3. Now you are getting some idea. I will convert this decimal number into binary number again. See this one. A bar B bar, that means 0 0, and its decimal value is 0 only. And second one A bar B, where complement is there, just you place 0 and 1, and its decimal value is 1 only. Then third one A B bar, that means 1 0, that means the value is 2. And last box A B, that means 1 1, the value is 3. Hence, out of 4 boxes, we will write and its decimal equivalents from 0 to 3. So 0 to 3 means 4 digits possibilities. So this is what we called as a 2 variable K-map, and how to write for the and its addresses and its decimal equivalent. Once again I will write inside the box. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this one is 3. Remember. Same, if we are moving to the 3 variable K-map, what's its maximum combination? How many boxes will get to write the 3 variable K-map? Again you come into the formula, 2 to the power of 3. 2 to the power of 3 means, of course, that is 2 into 2 into 2, 8. 8 squares you will get. 8 squares. See how it will be represented? Yeah, it's a clear picture how the 3 variable K-maps is looking. Yeah. See here. Here the 3 variables are A, B and C. But we are dividing a single variable for its row elements, and for the 4 columns I am considering another 2 variables, that is B and C. This means just a 3 variable truth table, but it is in the form of box 000 to 111. But in which box 000 will come, 111 will come, 101 will come, how to write the decimal value, now we will discuss. Directly on the screen you are observing, first box is 000. Why 000 will come in that first box? Because it is a min-term expression. In the first box itself, address of that first box is A bar, observe this, A bar into B bar into C bar. Complemented variables are always represented by 0. Normal variables are represented by 1. Hence, A bar into B bar into C bar, in that particular box, that value of that particular box is, that is 0 0 0. The value of that decimal value for this particular square, that is 0 only. Then coming to the second beside box, and its address is A bar B bar C. A bar B bar C. A bar B bar C. That means 0 0 1. You know the binary value for 001, that decimal value, that means that is 1 only. So in the place of second box, I will write the decimal equivalent. 001 means that is 1 only. Like that. Third box, 011, 011, and its address A bar BC, A bar, yeah, A bar B C. In the place of A bar, that is 0, in the place of B, that is 1, in the place of C, that is also 1. 011 means that is in binary equivalent, that is 3. Hence, in the box of a particular third box, I will write that is 3, and this is 2, and this is 0, this is 1, and this is 3. Now fourth box, 010 means, and its address is A bar B C bar in main terms, where complement is there in place to place, that is 0, normal variable, that is 1. 010, that means A bar B C bar, that means 0 1 0, that means that is 2. Hence, in the box of fourth, I will write that is a term, that is what we called as decimal digit 2. First row, 4 boxes, 0 1 3 2. Coming to the second row, in the 3 variable, that is A B bar C bar, 1 0 0, that means A B bar C bar, 1 0 0, 1 0 0 means 4. Hence, inside the box of second row, first box means fifth box, I will write the binary equivalent, that is 4. Like that. Coming to the sixth box, 101, A B bar C means A B bar C means that is 1 0 1, that means 4 plus 1, that is 5. Hence, inside the box of a particular fifth box, the value is 5 only. Now A B C, A into B into C, sixth box, 1 1 1, the value is A B C, 1 1 1, the value is 7. You know how the 7 will come. So that's why in the particular box of sixth box, I just am writing 4 5 6, seventh box, that is the digit is 7 only. Then final and eighth box, that is A B C bar, A into B into C bar, that means 1 1 0, A B C bar, 1 1 0, 1 1 0 means that is 6. 4 plus 2, that is 6. Hence, see, now you check a particular boxes what we are getting in the 3 digit truth table and its particular equivalents. 6. 0002, 111, 0 to 8. Check the decimal equivalents whether they are present or not, but that is not in order because complementations will come here. that is not in order, but remember the decimal equivalents. We will follow the same rules for the 4-digit also. Just if we are double than this is a 3-digit, then double than this one only, we will get the 4-digit variable K-map representation. Here 8 boxes we will get, but in the 4 variable K-map we will get double than 8, means that is 16 boxes we will get. Everything will be, format is same. I am not showing again the 4-digit, how that 1 will come, how the 15 will come, because I am showing here for the 3-digit. That is very simple. Just you follow the same rule for the 4 variable K-map also. Now you check in this 3 variable K-map whether 0 to 7 binary values as well as decimal values are present or not. Of course, all the decimal equivalents from 0 to 7 are present. 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6. 0 to 7, 8 maximum digits present. So this is a 3-digit K-map for the 3 variables A, B, C. Like that, for some time, for your examination, for 2 marks, they may ask, just write a empty K-map for a 3 variables. This is a question. On that time, just you have to write this much table. Consider any variables. If they given, that's okay, fine, good. If it is ABC, write for the ABC picture. If they are not mentioned any variables like ABC or XYZ, anything, consider any 3 variables, XYZ, ABC, whatever. Then write the K-map. But if they mention, better you write the same addresses. So this is one possible question for the 2 marks also. Write an empty K-map for a 3-digit. Then after this, we will coming for the next concept, that is a 4 variable K-map. 4 variable K-map. See here, in 4 variable K-map, of course, they mentioned variables A, B, C, D. Good. There are 16 minterms of the 4 variables. How the 16 variables are possible for the maximum A, B, C, D? You know the formula 2 to the power of n. You just place in the place of n, you just place 4. 2 to the power of 4 means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Multiply 2 by 4 times. That means 16. Hence, in the 4 variable K-map, you will get 16 boxes. 16 boxes or 16 squares. Hence, the map consists of 8 of squares, means 2 to the power of 4, 16 boxes. Next, the rows and the columns are numbered in reflected code system. As we discussed earlier for the 3-digit K-map, this is also same, but double than that here 16 boxes will come. Dear students, this is a very, very important part of the K-map. If you know thoroughly, if you know writing skill of a 4-digit K-map, very, very easy to get a minimum for out of 5 marks, minimum 2 or 3 marks you will usually get. But just if you are writing an empty K-map, not going for simplifications, just an empty K-map, you will get a marks. So on your screen, we shown one empty K-map for the 4 variables A, B, C, D. But here we didn't mention what's its decimal value. Directly I will write its decimal value based on the previous explanation with reference for the 4 variable K-map. In that boxes, directly I will place some decimal equivalents like here. I'm not showing once again, but for single first variable and last variable I will show how I consider to write a decimal equivalent for the boxes. Yeah, for the first box, A bar, B bar, C bar and D bar. For the minterm expression, where complement is there, just you place 0. Hence, in the first box, we given a binary equivalent, that is 0, 0, 0, 0, 4 zeros, and its decimal equivalent is, that is like this: A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, means 0, 0, 0, 0, and its decimal value is also 0. Hence, that is the first box, that means that is decimal value is 0. Like that, second box, beside to that box, 0001, 0001, that means 0001, that means first I will write, okay, 0001 means that is 1. How 1 will come? Showing A bar, B bar, C bar and D. That means 0, 0, 0, 1, that is 1 only. Hence, the second a particular box, the decimal value is 1. Then third box, see, first box is 0, second box is 1. Now third box, 0011, A bar, B bar, C, D, 0011, that means 0011, that is previously I shown in the 3 variable, that is 0011 means that is 3, 011 there we will get, but here 4 digit 0011, that is 3. Like that I will continue, directly I will write its decimal equivalents. 0010 means just that is a 0010 means that is 2. 0100 means that is 4. 0101 means that is 5. 0111 means that is 7. 0110 means that is 6. 1100 means that is, see here, 1100, 1, 2, 4 and 8. This is 12. This is 12. Then 1101, 12 plus 1, 13. 311, 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, 15. Then 1110, that is 14. Next 1000, 8, 4, 2, 1, only 8 will get, so 8. 1001, 8 plus 1, that is 9, 8, 9. Next 1011, 1011, that is 11. 1010, 8 plus 2, that is 10. So dear students, this is the decimal equivalent for 16 boxes. You know the concept, how I wrote 0 to 15 as a binary equivalent for the decimal numbers. So based on that same technique, just we will write an empty K-map. Same technique what you are seeing on screen, on your screen. This is an empty K-map for the 4 variable digits. See here, once again I will confirm you, in this particular 4 variable K map, 0 to 15, that means 0 to 15, we are considering 0 also first element, 0 to 15, that means 16 boxes will get, 16 boxes. Now I just erase these particular decimal equivalents. In your home, just you practice. Write an empty K map. First 2 to the power of 4 means 16 empty, just without writing any address or binary equivalent. You should practice in your home first. Write a 16 boxes, 4 rows, 4 columns, 16 boxes. Give addresses for these particular variables like this. Now I will show you on screen. This means A bar B bar means that is 0 0. A bar B means 0 1. AB means 1 1 and AB bar means 1 0. Same for the columns numbers also. C bar D bar means 0 0. C bar D means 0 1. CD means 1 1 and CD bar means 1 0. Follow this 4 maximum input combinations and write any other variable, if it is ABCD or WXYZ or MNOP, like that, any variables, you write its addresses based on 0 and 1. Where 0 is there for min terms, I am telling, once again you should remember, for min terms I am telling, here for the min terms where 0 is there, you just complement the variable. See, that's why in the first box all zeros will get, that's why its addresses is A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar. I think you are getting a knowledge about how I wrote a complemented variable. Just follow in your home. Don't write binary number before filling that. First you practice these format. Now, second step in your assignment. After writing these variables, now you fill with binary equivalents. On your screen you are getting first boxes 0 0 0, how 4 zeros will come. Like that, how 4 1 will come. See, this is 1 0 and this is 15. How 15 will come, how 0 will come, you know that one. Just follow the same rules. Write and practice how to fill a decimal equivalent for this empty 4-digit variable K map. Dear students, very very important. If you write this much, minimum 1 or 2 marks you will get for the problems. If you are not unable to solve afterwards the simplification, but if you write this much, 16 boxes, 4 inputs for rows, 4 inputs for columns, then mentioned binary equivalents and decimal equivalent 0 to 15 means just you will get 2 marks. Then you should practice in your home by writing empty K map and give the binary numbers 0 to 15, how 402 41 will come, and practice. This will be the first row 0, second row 4, this will 12 and this will 8. Don't forget, here double 1 will come in the third row, hence 12 will come in the third row. Practice in the same format. This is what? A 4-digit K map for 4 variables ABCD. Now, based on this technique, we are going to solve some problems based on min terms and max terms. But in this particular problem, we are not showing any max term problems because on your screen we are showing that min term expression. For that min term expressions only we will solve some 1 or 2 problems. So how to solve the problems? So let us go for the next slide. So the next slide, yeah, entries in the K map. If you are observing on the screen, entries, each square, this is very important for to solve a problem. Read that what the statement we given on the screen. Each square represents a minterm or max term. Enter once for minterms. This is the very important concept. If it is minterm expressions, what we will give a decimal equivalent. For that decimal equivalent, you should place 1. You should place 1 for minterms in that expressions, or zeros for max term expressions. If this problem is related for minterms, you will coming to know how whether this given problem is minterm or max term. By a previous class we discussed, minterm means representations of SOP. SOP means that is in the forms of sigma. In the problem we will mention, we will give whether that is a minterm expression or max term expression. If it is a sigma, that is SOP expression, that is minterm expression, place that is 1 inside the box for the decimal equivalents what we given in the problem. Otherwise, if it is max term expression, place 0 for the decimal equivalents. How we will coming to know whether this expression is max term? Again, you have a hint. All max term expressions are represented in the form of pi, because product of sum, POS, all pi expressions that are in the forms of POS, that should be represented in capital M, max term expression. Where max term expressions will come, there you place 0 for the particular decimal equivalent what we given in the question. So this is first you have to remember. I will write on screen for your simple remember. If it is minterm, small m, the expressions are in the form of sigma. For sigma expression, you should place inside the box that is 1. If it is max term expression, capital M, if that form is in the form of pi, product of sum, for this expression you should place 0 inside the box. And these minterm expressions are like this, x into y form, but max term expressions, but that is in the form of x plus y. I think you are getting. So now we are going to one particular simplification methods. So this is note down your book for simple one format. If it is minterm, sigma will come. For the sigma, you have to place a 1 within that box, and these expressions are in the form of x into y format. And for the max terms, pi will be the symbolic notation. For the max term expression, SOP expression, POS expression, you should place 0 within the boxes for the given decimal equivalents, and these expressions in the form of x plus y. So this is what we called as minterms and max term representation by using K-map. So now we will go for simplification methods, reduction methods. So on your screen, if I am maximizing, the first reduction method in the K-map, that is pair. Two adjacents once form a pair. Two adjacents, dear students, some of previous answer sheets when we are going for evaluation process, so many students, they are getting confused how to make a pair, or how to make a quad or quadrant, or how to make an octet, overlapping, reduction method, redundant method, map rolling method. See, this is very simple method. Don't get confused here. We are showing pair means two adjacent ones. that will not come for diagonals. Only either must be a row or column or map rolling, adjacents, ended parts. We will show in the next part how that map rolling or how that overlapping or how redundant form, like that all we will show that one. But very importantly, pair means either adjacents, row or column. First do this, remember. Then second one is quad or quadrant. Four adjacent ones, whether that all four ones that is in a row or a column, but not in diagonal. In K-map, dear students, you should remember, we will not group any diagonals. Only row or a column, or that should be a map rolling, adjacents or ended parts. We will group that one. That is quad. Four adjacent ones, either in row or column or in ended parts. Then if you are coming to the third reduction part, that is octet, double than quad. Octet, that is 8 adjacent one, that is not 5, that is 8 adjacent ones. So this is what we called as octet grouping. All that 8 ones that is in either row, 2 rows or 2 columns, or in map rolling method, last 2 boxes, that must be 1 1 1 1 and 1 1 1. So that's also possibility of one octet. So if you are explaining by words, this is very difficult to remember. And actually we have 3 more methods. After pair, quadrant, octet, this is a basic method. Then after that we have map rolling. Okay, map rolling, then overlapping. Okay, overlapping. Then finally we have one more method, map rolling, overlapping, on redundant method. These 3 also advanced methods after basic of pair, quadrant and octet. Map rolling, overlapping and redundant method also we are using to reducing the expressions for given what the decimals way they will given by Boolean expressions. Let us see, we will consider one problem and we will solve. But these 3 methods you remember. Pair means adjacent ones, two numbers of ones. Quad means 4 adjacent ones, either row or a column, or map rolling means that is ended parts, but not in diagonal. Then octet means 8 ones, 2 rows or 2 columns, or ended 2 rows or 2 columns. Then map rolling means all we have a chance to group for the pair, quad or octet in end part of the tables. That means end means that will again that is rejoining. So rejoining means the 4 last boxes and 4 first boxes, that we have a chance for that group. So map rolling. Then overlapping means like this. Overlapping means, see here, if any we are grouping like this box is overlapped, means all again we are having a chance for one more a particular pair. So this is what we called as overlapping. And same redundant method is also redundant. See, we are just neglecting that pair. So like this, but not only for the pair but equivalence. See, if that's the 2 pair only, 2 quads, 2 quad, like that redundant method. See here, if it is see, for these 2 boxes are overlapped with first pair and the third pair. Pair 1, pair 2 and this one pair 3. But here the redundant particular pair is this one. So hence we will neglect this address. Later we will discuss if any problems will come based on this one. We will coming to know how the redundant will be removed, and we will consider only the first and last addresses. Let us discuss that there only. Now we will consider one problem based on the K-map. First problem for the 5 marks. See, given Boolean function f of abcd is equals to sigma. Remember students, sigma means here, sigma means min terms. Where min terms is there, you have to place 1 inside the box. Okay, remember this one. Then they are given some sigma of some decimal equivalents like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. Reduce it by using a K-map. So this is a question. And in your screen, you are observing, if you are observing, they are usually, first you have to write a 4-digit K-map, empty K-map, then fill its decimal equivalent. Don't write a binary equivalent when you are solving a problem, because this is not an empty K-map. Now we are solving a problem, so write only decimal equivalents. If you are able to observe on your particular screen, we are showing the decimal equivalents also, but that is in very small, and trying to zoom that particular boxes. See here, now we are clearly visible. All 16 boxes having its decimal equivalents. The first box, once again I will write better for your understand, that is 0, 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6, 12, 13, 15, 14, 8, 9, 11 and 10. Yeah, dear students, if you are observing a problem based on the K-map, so they are mentioned some decimal equivalents for the 4 variables ABCD: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14. So now for this problem, you have to place, just you have to place what the decimal equivalents they given in that places of the boxes. Just you place 1. Just place 1. I am showing. See, here. So in the place of 0, of course, why 0, 1, 3, 2 and 4, 12, 12, 10, 14 and 6th column. Why we are mentioned 1? Because for the given decimal equivalents, we have to place 1 for the given equivalents. Hence, within, if you are closely observing, so decimal equivalents also clearly that is shown. So in the boxes of just in the boxes of decimal equivalents 0, 1, 3, 2, then 4, 6, 12, 14, 8 and 10, we are placing 1. Now we are coming to that exact method how to reduce the expression. So if it is a K-map, adjacents, if you just check whether any pairs are present. Of course, here directly we will get the 4 adjacents in rows and columns. Hence, we have a chance to make one quad here. Where is that quad? If you are closely observing the K-map, I am showing here that the first row, that is this one. Yeah. So here we are clearly showing all these 4 ones are in adjacent, and also all these 4 ones, it is in the not in the form of any a gap between adjacent ones are there. Hence we are making a group, but we are clearing these 4 ones are not in diagonal, these 4 ones are in horizontal. Hence I am making this group into one quad, that is Q1. That's what they are showing. Then after this, if you are observing, we are having a chance to make one octet here. Octet means 8 adjacent ones. You may get confused. Where 8 ones there? Here almost columns in between that 4 columns. We are having 2 columns. Last 2 columns. That's why this method we are grouping at, see, this is the part of the octet and this is also a part of the octet. So by seeing this octet, this method is what we called as a map rolling, because in adjacents of 8 ones, this is also ended part, this is the first part, so adjacents are there. Hence all these adjacent ones means 8 ones are there. Hence this method we are a grouping of octet, so 8 adjacent ones are present. So dear students, now we are grouped to a particular parts. One is quad, if you are observing, this is quad and this one is octet. Then a picture will come here now, how to write its equivalent addresses for quad and octet. Before writing a quad and octet, now I am giving some hint to you. Whenever for the 4 variable 4 digit K-map, 16 boxes I am telling, not for 3 and 2 and 1, for only 4 variable K-map. If it is a pair, addresses will come in the 3 digits. If it is a quad, the resulting addresses will come in the 2 digits. And if it is octet, the resulting address, that is in the form of single variable. So this hint you should remember. If it is pair, 3 variable answer will come. If it is quad, 2 digit variable will come. And if it is octet, 1 digit variable will come as an answer. Now, by this problem, we will mention one quad here. Then how to take address of this quad? See, very clear. For your reference, now I am writing what is the address of a quad here. So horizontal quad here. So this is, now I am writing the first address of that quad, that is A bar, B bar, C bar and D bar. Like that, if you are writing all 4 adjacents one's addresses, you will get the quad, and by cancelling that complemented, twice complemented normal variable with complemented variable, if you are cancelling, then you will get a clear 2 variable result. That is, see here how I am cancelling for the quad here. For a horizontal, check by this row, I am cancelling complemented with normal complemented variable. See here, C bar D bar is cancelled with C and D. C bar D bar, C D cancelled. Like that, C D bar and C bar D cancel with C D bar. Single variables, if you are checking, I am cancelling on basis of this. A bar is cancelled with A. Okay, D bar is cancelled with D. Like that, I am cancelling all these four particular columns. Hence, we will get only the answer is, this is the answer, that is A bar and B bar. For the quad 1, the result is A bar and B bar. Simple method, and you have a chance to write on theoretical format also. First you have to write all the results and cancelling by showing that cancelling what are all the elements you are showing, and this is also okay if you are getting this idea. Okay, then we will go for octet now. We will go for octet now. See here, 2 adjacent 4 ones, so totally 8 ones. So this is what we called as octet by using map rolling method. I am grouping 8 ones, 8 adjacent ones. Adjacent means that is between first and last adjacent ones. But now we are how to cancel the octets by adjacent ones and how to complements. Now previously I said, when we are getting an octet, the result should be in the single variable. So for that, if I cancel like this, if you are observing, see here, these adjacents are in the form of column. I will come into the first column. See here, this is. So in this column, if you want to cancel, check the row elements, not for the column element. Row elements are these A, B results. So if you are closely observing, now I will cancel all 4 variable addresses like this. See, A bar, B bar, okay, A bar, B bar is cancelled with AB, complemented variable. Here A bar, B is cancelled with A, B bar. A bar is cancelled with A, B and cancelled with B bar. Or like this also we will have a chance to cancel. 2A, see here, yeah, 2A bar and 2A cancelled. B bar is cancelled with B, B is cancelled with B bar. Hence, all 4 rows are cancelled here. Getting? So hence, for the octet, part of the octet result is, that is only we will get, that is C bar and D bar. But still we will not yet conclude. Another one part of the octet here, that is last column. Now we will coming to the last column, that is this column. Again we are cancelling the same, what we are getting row variables, all that 4 variables, that is A bar, 2A bar cancelled with 2A's, B bar, B is cancelled, hence all the variables are cancelled. Again, for the part of the particular octet, we are getting the result that is in the form of, that is C D bar. So dear students, now finally you are getting 2 expressions for a single octet, part by part. I will write these 2 expressions for your reference like this. For the octet, part of the octet, I am getting the result that is C bar, D bar, and the second part, that is C D bar. Dear students, closely observe these 2 variables. Here one more a common term is there and one more complemented variable is there. Now I will cancel, I have a chance to cancel a complemented variable, hence I will cancel C bar is cancelled with C. and the remaining single variable is d bar. Hence, the result of that octet, see here, that is d bar. If you are observing, d bar plus a bar and b bar. This is an octet result and this is an quadrant result or quad result. But finally, see here, if you are getting two answers like this, that will not finish. Now you have to write the answer in this form, that is f of ABCD, that is equals to d bar plus a bar b bar. This is the final answer. So dear students, this is a one problem I am showing on your screen, but like this lot of problems are there and lot of reduction methods also there on your syllabus. Practice all the problems, definitely you will get one question based on this K-map. Dear students, one more assignment is there. You just practice this problem also. Create a K-map and reduce the expression for the f of ABCD for the sigma of 0, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 13. Dear students, for this problem you are getting one octet and one pair here. Hence the result, as I previously said, for the pair in 4-digit K-map you will get the 3 variables as a result. In this problem also you will get a 3 variable result, that is A C bar D. If you are observing, A C bar D, and one octet result, that is B bar. If you practice this, first write down this problem, okay, and practice this and conclude and write the answer, and the final answer for this type of the expression f of ABCD is equals to, that is B bar plus A, C bar and D. Dear students, so now up to now what we discussed, that is min-term problems and as usual, that is reduction methods. Only we are using a simple basic methods, but we have a lot of problems based on the K-map by using reduction method, map rolling method and also overlapping method. All these methods are there, but all these problems by practicing by own. Just I shown one simple problem. Based on that you will get some complex problems. Well, you are getting confused, but if you practice more on the K-map, that's very easy to remember and very interesting to solve these kinds of the problem. You will get an it is like a game, just you are grouping and cancelling. It is like a game. So don't get worried to solve these kinds of the problem. Make a practice and just you remember now what I will write on your screen. See here, always min-term expressions, as I said earlier, that is in the form of x into y format. That is min-term expression, that is sigma, and all these kinds of the decimal equivalents inside the box you should, that is 1. For x plus y, max term expression capital M, pi, for these you should represent it by 0. This is a basic concept. Now, when you are writing a K-map and its addresses for min terms, you should follow this rule. See, 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0. So this is the rule you have to follow for writing a K-map for either it may be in a 3-digit or 4-digit. Follow this rule. If it is just for the simply, once again I will write Okay. Yeah. 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. And if it is min-term expression, I am writing for the just two numbers. If it is min-term expression, see like this, min-term expression for 0 0 means that is x bar y bar x y bar x bar y, then x y bar, then x y, if it is, if you are writing like that. And how exactly I will write in the K-map, I will show that also. Follow this technique to write the K-map. 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 0. For min terms, small m, that is x bar into y bar, x bar into y, x y and x y bar. This is for min term. Now I am writing for max term, capital M. If it is max terms, if it is max term, x plus y, because 0 normal variable, x plus y, 0 plus 1 means x plus y bar, 1 1 means x bar plus y bar, then 1 0 means x bar plus y. This is what the binary equivalents and its min term expression and max term expression, what I wrote. Practice these expressions. Okay, then decimal equivalents also I will write 0 1 2 sorry 0 1 3 and 2. This is a format. Practice this table, then you will get an idea how to solve these kinds of the problems, K-map for min terms, either it may be a min terms or max term. Dear students, now we will go for conclusion of this particular chapter, Boolean algebra. We are coming to end. So based on that K-map, definitely will get one 5 marks question, and other some simplifications or definitions you will get the 2 marks questions. So totally 9 marks weightage of this chapter. Very very interesting with important chapter to score good marks. Okay, now we will discuss about some questions based on this chapter. Now I will give a list of that particular questions, and you have to practice all these questions by writing all these questions, make it as an assignment, make it as a particular part, then you try to write the answers by seeing this video, and you have a chance to pause this video and write the questions and try to solve the questions by own, by writing. If you want an answers, if you want an explanations, again you just recall the video and just see once again, no problem. But while writing the answer, try by own. Don't see the videos, but by own you have to write the answers. So this is a conclusion of Boolean algebra. Up to now what we discussed, that is for totally 9 marks, dear students. We will go for questions based on Boolean algebra. So now I am showing that is 2 and 5 marks questions will come, how the questions will come and how the formats will come based on this one. See, yeah, yes, dear students, on your screen if you are observing, some lists of questions are given based on your previous year annual papers. We just mentioned here some questions. So try to solve these questions. Finally, you will get all answers for these questions what we discussed until now in that video classes. Definitely you will get answers, but clearly if you see the video, definitely you will get the answers. On your screen some questions are coming. Just go through these questions and practice and try to write the answers by own. So dear students, I am scrolling the questions. Practice these questions. Pause wherever you want. These are all some categories. Pause the video and write the questions. All these questions are 2 marks questions. Now moving. See. Now I am coming to the 5 marks questions. 5 again and 2 marks questions. Beside you are getting weightage of the question also. Practice. See, maximum questions we given. Almost all previous year papers we covered, and also some I am picking these questions from within the model papers, in your textbook questions, as usual in annual papers. Everything from sources we are including these questions included. So hence this is very important questions. Try to practice. So at last, yeah, so these are all the questions. That's what. So finally, so these are all the questions. Yeah, dear students. So by this class I am going to conclude Boolean algebra. So once if we recall whole chapter by in different sentences means, in this chapter we learned some important Boolean postulates, some nearly 7 to 8 Boolean postulates, and how to solve these Boolean postulates by different techniques like perfect induction method, truth table method, algebraic method, so on. And after the Boolean laws, we discussed a very important class, that is principle of duality. There also we will get some definitions and some examples also. Then after the principle of duality, in this chapter again one 5 marks question, that is De Morgan's theorem. De Morgan's 1 and 2 we discussed, and how to solve the De Morgan's theorem by induction method or truth table method or algebraic method. Usually De Morgan's theorem, as we saw in previous question papers, they are given for algebraic method only. So that is a very important part of this chapter, De Morgan's theorem, that we learned. Then after De Morgan's theorem, applications of De Morgan's theorem, 2 marks question. Then after applications, we will coming for the canonical forms, min terms and max terms. Min terms representations, small m, max term representation, capital M, and its min term expressions if it is 2 variables, x into y, max term expressions, x plus y. Min term notations are always, if it is 0 bar, that means 1, max term expression, that is 1 bar, that means 0, should represent. Like that we will discuss. After this min terms and max terms, canonical forms, SOP and POS, that is we will come for that K-map, and how to solve, how to write an empty K-map for single variable, 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable. But we discussed only a min term problems based on that a particular K-map. So this is the and later we will discuss some questions what you are seeing on screen, some questions also that is visible. Write down these questions and try to solve by own these questions. So by practicing all these questions you will getting a perfection on this chapter. Dear students, thank you for watching this video. I am concluding the Boolean algebra. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.